Hello, my friends, and welcome to another pick a card reading. I do hope you're all doing really well. And today I'm looking at an unusual question, but I thought it'd be nice. Something to make you smile. So, not really a question, just something just to put a smile on your face, maybe a reminder, maybe something that you forgot about. I don't know. Just something to make you smile. So let's see what Spirit comes up with. We've got pile 1 with the Orion's Animal Tarot. We've got pile 2 with the Cosmic Visions Tarot. And we have pile 3 with the Art of Adventure Tarot. Timestamps will be in the description box below. And I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So you got the Animals Orion's Tarot and something to make you smile for today. Just a quick little shuffle just to see how things go. Okay, so we're going to start off with this card here, which is Lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. I'm always enough. And she's got the best rainbow hair ever. So are you feeling a little bit low on self-esteem at the moment, pile 1? Is something saying to you that you're not feeling that you're 100%, that you are utterly worth it? I don't know, probably quite a few of you, I don't know, maybe some of you are too young to know the L'Oreal adverts of like, I'm so worth it, I'm totally worth it. So yeah, you are totally worth it. I just want to remind you of that. And also, you do seem to be a lighthouse and a beacon for other people in the respect for their when they're not feeling good about themselves, you help them to feel good about themselves. You are a lighthouse. You're the high priestess as well, because we've got this high priestess energy as well from 2. So you help people to see the goodness within themselves. There's also a shell here as well that tells me that you are able to help people form some kind of protective layer around their own selves. The shell is very much something that we acquire. Even though we don't form it, it's something that we can we have to kind of pick it up in order for us to put around ourselves, or to kind of to kind of use it. We have to utilize it, basically. We need to use initiative to use it. So in that respect, this shell is kind of, you remind people of how to use their shell. You remind people that they have a shell, and they are still that soft body inside. When they're feeling really vulnerable, you remind them that they have this shell. And it's interesting how it's got a barb. Like, I remember these shells are quite dangerous. When I remember I was in Mauritius, when I was quite young, there'd be certain this part of the thing was quite dangerous because it was like barbed. So you might get, and they used to have poison in there as well, which was interesting. But it's almost like you can help people see that they are a force to be reckoned with, that they are something to be reckoned with. Yeah, you're definitely a light for people. We have Progression's Journey. Interesting. Beautiful card. And then it's reversed. So yeah, you remind people of when they're not getting on the journey. And also, I just want to let you know, by the way, this is 11. Yeah, 5 plus 6 is 11. And there's a mountain here. How interesting. So it's almost like you may feel that you're stuck. You may feel that you're kind of climbing a mountain right now, and you're like, God, when am I going to actually get some validation for what I'm doing? Because this is just so much. This is just so much, and I've just had so much of this. I don't know how I'm going to be able to tackle this. And I'm telling you, the universe has got your back. And not only that, this is an affirmation to tell you that what you're doing is worth it. What you're doing. And a really interesting thing I just saw from Mel Robbins today. And she said to her friend that she was about to hit a wall. And then her friend said, sometimes walls are good because sometimes they're there so we can lean on them. And I thought that's amazing. So I thought I'd share that with you. And I hope you like it. We've got crown chakra, the frequency of the crown chakra. The violet flower of life supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. So you are receiving downloads from the universe about what you're doing, about where you are right now. And they may be uncomfortable. They may be things that you're not used to dealing with. You may not be able to really process them, understand them completely, because the crown chakra, you know, it's the top chakra. So, you know, obviously it goes from, that's where it enters initially into your physical body. And then it travels down the system, transmuting as it goes into the different energy centers. And sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming when you're in that space. So just be aware that, you know, you got this, and it's okay. I get, like, there's a real overwhelming energy that's here. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like a really strong, overwhelming energy that can seem quite scary. But it's so interesting because in your own journey, you're showing the people around you that you can do something that may not be, that may be something that they have always dreamed of, but they haven't had the courage to do. And you're showing them that they can do it too. I'm just getting that image of that lighthouse in a really rocky area. The storms are raging all around, and then, you know, you are this lighthouse. Amazing. Okay. And then we've got the minstrel. Let your intentions be known. So this is a perfect time for you to step out, pile one. A perfect time for you to step out your, you know, just sing out your praises, to be able to, like, not even sing out your praises, sorry, to be able to sing out who you are. It's okay. It's okay for you to shine your light. 6 of Cups. And I don't know, there may have been like a really beautiful memory that comes to mind to help you. You know, people remember you, actually. People remember you very fondly. Somebody is thinking of you and thinking they had a good time when they were with you. You helped them feel safe. You helped them feel secure. You helped them feel heard. You helped them feel heard. And it's really interesting because at times when people have not been successful in certain endeavors, you've almost been like a cheerleader to them. You've been able to help people when their plans don't come through. You remind them of the good times. You remind them of all of the other times that exist in their life that isn't just that time of when they've made plans, when they've done things, when they're looking to achieve something, when they're waiting to hear about news from something else. You help them realize that there's just so much more to life than just that. The Knight of Wands and the Moon reversed. You come quite quickly as well. Like for example, when you're needed. So people can rely on you. And when, like, say, for example, they call you in the middle of the night, you'd come for them. You'd come and you'd if they needed you, you'd go. You'd go and see them. You'd help them. If they called you up in the middle of the night and said, I really need help, you'd go. And you may have had to do that. Because I don't know, you may have had people around you that have had some issues. And you may kind of feel that you know, well, what about my kind of issues? But these people really appreciate you. They really do appreciate you. They value you because of how you make them feel. They see you as very strong. They see you as somebody who isn't fazed by things. But what's really interesting is that it's quite the opposite. Like, you are fazed by things. You do feel it very deeply. And that's okay. That's okay to feel that way. You don't have to feel like you have to go forward and rescue everybody, you know, even though people think that, you know, even though people have that impression of you, like we discussed initially. But you don't have to do that. And still, people will still feel exactly the same about you as they did if you did come to help them, because they know that you'd be placing certain boundaries in place. You'd be placing certain boundaries, sorry. And it also strengthens them. It helps them to knock them out of that space where they are, in the respect of, like, maybe, I wouldn't say taking advantage, but, you know, like when, like, if you're on somebody's beck and call, it can get a little bit like, that's not the way that you really want to be, because if somebody realizes that you're at their beck and call, then that means that they can call you at any time. Doesn't mean that it means that it might be a little bit, yeah, the boundaries are not in place. And with that Page of Cups as well there, it's, you really allow yourself to indulge in other people's ideas, to help them feel like they will be welcomed if they want to speak out their mind. You give them a freedom and a platform to be able to do that. You really are there for people. And if you need, or if they need help, or if they need help, like being able to get their voice heard, you help them with that. You really do. A little bit too much for them, but you know, I think you do definitely see yourself as someone that is strong, but I just want to remind you that you're stronger than you think. Much stronger than you think, pile 1. 6 of Cups again. 6 of Cups clarifying the 6 of Cups. People love you, pile 1. They love you. They think you're amazing. Most memories with you, I wouldn't go as far as 100%, right? But the majority of memories with you are good. Devil reverse. You know how to moderate yourself. You don't, it's almost like you are the voice of reason. You really are. And people listen to that. They don't envy you for that. They don't hold it against you. They actually see it as a really great example. But yet you're still so much fun. You still are always up for things. You still always like, you just always just get involved. You're always sociable, always trying to, wow, that's really amazing. Sorry, I'm just shocked at the card that we've just got. You really kind of show how much you are able to participate in certain things, how you're able to, you know, you're always up for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, not in the way that it's like bad, but, you know, for example, if someone's got an event and they put on this event and nobody comes, you will come and you will try and get people to come with you, and you will be that one friend that brings people or will help that person to feel valid in their choices and their decisions. That's how powerful you are, pile 1. The moon is clarified by the moon. The moon reverse is clarified by the moon upright. So this says to me that you're aware of what you're not aware of. What a skill. What a skill. I was talking about that with a friend today. But to be so innately self-aware is a gift. Is a gift. to know what you're doing and to know how you're doing it, to be aware of your reactions, your interactions, what your actions, like what are the results of your actions, how you manifest your path in this life. Regardless of whether or not we actually do what we need to do, because it's one step at a time, right? We're learning all the time, and unless you got the game perfect, and even when you're enlightened, you don't have it all perfect. You know a lot of stuff, but you're still a human being. You know, from what from what I've been researching about enlightenment and this whole kind of goal towards spiritual kind of, enlightenment or achievement in that respect, you still are a human being. You're still having a human experience. And with this moon this way, it kind of shows me that this is, you're not afraid to delve into the shadow, and you're not afraid to sit with others while they are going through theirs. You're a good support of that, because it's tough, it's tough. Wow, part 1, love this reading. 5 of Wands, you're up for the bands. You like the bands. The original meaning for this card, I've always thought, is the bands. By those of you who don't know what I mean by bands, I'm talking about banter. So this is like banter. This is banter. You're so good at being able to use humor to diffuse a situation, to be able to help people just feel okay about themselves. They might be feeling really low about themselves, and you help them to feel good. You help them to distract their mind, to go on something else. Yeah, you just really, when you stand in your integrity, and when you're proud of who you are, and standing tall and true as that lighthouse, you really do, you help people to feel like a lot better about themselves. That you distract them from the pain in the best possible way. Like this. Okay, so we got you some goddess energy, which is Mengpo, which is karma, reincarnation, and memories. And she has a bowl of noodle soup right there. So let me just have oh God, I knew it. I was like, no, I'm not going to need the book, am I? No, Reena, don't use the book, right? So, I mean, obviously I want to know what the historical kind of background is from this character, because I don't actually know who she is. But obviously, karma, reincarnation, memories. We've got 2 cards here that are memories. And your memories are very good. And in my meditation practice, which I refer to a lot, we speak about, well, not specifically in the actual practice, but when I go into sitting or training, we talk about, the amount of good paramis that you have achieved in past lives and how they affect you in this life. You could call it karma. I think it's a different kind of name for the actual substance of karma. But in this respect, you've got, it seems to me like you've got very good paramis. You've got very good karma of people and how they remember you. They really like to be around you. And people with bad karma that's not congruent. You have a sense of real good spirit about you. People feel that they love you, Pile 1. They love you very dearly. Okay, right. I knew there was something important about this soup. So she serves the soup of forgetfulness, or the 5-flavored tea of forgetfulness. This brew wipes the memories of the soul so that it does not take the suffering and the painful memories of the last life into their next carnation. The soup, however, does not wipe the soul's karma. The soul still must continue to reincarnate until all their karma is balanced. Yeah, so it seems like you're working through your good karma, but as I said, I just feel like you've got really good karma. In this lifetime, you've got really good karma. And even if you've been through some intense stuff, path 1, just the way that people see you, that's good karma. You know, people see you in a really good way. They don't see you as some kind of evil tyrant that, like, you know, is trying to, like, suppress them. They see you as somebody who wants to help them, is a lighthouse to them, you know, in times of real confusion and need. And you do, and it's interesting because, like, I do think that you help people to forget, like, the bad stuff as well. So it's interesting, that Mingpo card. Again, number 11. So we've got 2 number 11s here. Very, very divine. Yeah, you've got some strong guardian energy around you as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, what did I just say? Oh, wow. Wow, I do love that. Wow. Love that when that happens. I didn't know what this card was going to say, by the way. But yeah, definitely strong guardian energy around you, my darlings. And probably ancestors. Well, that's your guardians, isn't it? And sea turtle. Oh, beautiful energy. Really beautiful energy. How is that looking there? Is that good there? Or will it look better on the other side? Let's have a little look here. Probably look better there. So, sea turtle energy, you know, this kind of like essence of going with the flow, of being able to just surf. This sea turtle is a gentle creature. Enjoy the journey of your life. Start planning for the future. If you haven't been planning for the future, do start. But I think that maybe you are thinking about it and then you're thinking, oh my God. Or maybe it's the idea that you haven't been doing it and you're like, oh my God. So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just start where you are. Things are very different these days in the respect of like how we view our lives, how we do things, you know. When I think back to how my parents were, it's a very different lifestyle right now. Life doesn't it doesn't work the same. We're not in the same time as our parents. It's a very, very different time. So don't live up to don't feel like you have to fulfill any expectations of where you should be right now. Just take one step at a time. You got this, Part 1, you got this. Archangel Metatron, empowered self-embodiment. Wow. That's really amazing, Part 1. If you don't journal, I would suggest maybe journaling, but this is, you are empowered. You are surrounded by guardians. You have exceptional empowered empowerment through your memories and through the good memories that people have of you. So they're wishing you good karma. Because just like, you know, like you say, like when people look a certain way at you, it's evil eye. There's the other way as well. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing people just think that you're great, which also can turn on its head a bit. But I think in this respect, this is meant to help you. And this is good karma. So yeah, Part 1, what an incredible reading. I like this. Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. But otherwise, my darlings, please do subscribe for more videos if you haven't done so already. And also, if you would like, I'm available for private readings. Do give me a shout on my Etsy store. But otherwise, my darlings, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So, something to make you smile, Pile 2. Something to make you smile. Let's have a look. Don't be afraid to sing. Oh my God. So I don't know if some of you remember that song, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship. It was, right, at that time, there was loads of movies in the 80s and there was a film called Mannequin. If you have not seen this film, just look up the trailer on YouTube, right? Mannequin. It's so, oh my God, it's so 80s. But there's this song, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Spaceship. And that is what came up. Oh my God, there's a spaceship. Oh no, there is a spaceship. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't realise that there was a spaceship. I was focusing on the mermaids because I was thinking of Splash. God, so Gemini. Right, okay, so anyway, God, my brain. If you knew what time I was filming this, pile 2, then you would understand. We've got the number 7, so there may be a little bit of like feeling that like a bit spacey. Maybe that's the whole thing. You know, singing is kind of like grounding. So it will help you to ground and center, because with the number of 7, it may be that you're a little bit all over the place. And singing also helps you to kind of just not just ground, but realize where you are within a space. Yeah, it's more powerful than talking to yourself. Obviously, talking to yourself is interesting and a good thing to do, but then, well, in some contexts, I can't say that it is all the time, but like singing to yourself, there's a different vibration that's associated with it. And singing attracts things to you. So, yeah, don't be afraid to sing. Pile 2. Wow, soul time. And we've got 40. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So I get a sense that like you're in a bit of a rush. I don't know why. I just feel like things are moving quite fast. It's almost like, even with this, like, how do I have time to sing? I'm just like too busy doing, you know, incredible things all over the place, and I just don't have time to be able to kind of maintain this or have time for myself. Cancer, immerse. So yeah, I feel like also, because this is supposed to be something that makes you smile, so I'm gonna change tack a little bit, but I don't know, you help people to, I don't know, it feels like you just take a lot of care of people. So you're able to kind of, you know, I still do think that there is a fear around you not speaking up, but when you do, people feel very comforted by you, Pile 2. They feel like they're normal. They feel like, oh my God, I'm not, you know, it's not just me. And that's not to diminish you in any way. It's just to say that you help people feel like people. You help people feel like humans. And that's insane. That's a really special thing. You help them to feel in touch with their soul and why they're here. I'm not saying that this is conscious. I'm saying that this is probably unconscious. And cancers they always do that. Always. They help you to feel so deep that you're just like, whoa. Oh, and hang on a minute. We've got 3 4s here. 40, 43, and 4. So you provide like this nurturing stability to people that they just, it's almost like they didn't even know that they needed it. Wow, wow, Pile 2. I was going to call you Cancer, but Pile 2, that's amazing. What other cards did we do? Let's have a look. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we've got the Wolf. And it says, beware who you trust, but you got it reversed. So this says to me that you can be trusted, like in a place where people can't trust. You help people to feel that they can trust. You help people to feel that they can actually trust themselves. Whew, Pile 2. Let's go for a coffee sometime. You sound amazing. You sound fantastic. All of my watches are fantastic anyway. Let's have a look. something to make pile 2 smile. The 3 of Cups reversed. You include people. You help people to feel like they matter. The Entertainer. That's the... That is the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Particularly when they don't feel stable. Because sometimes when you're in a social situation, you might not feel stable. Particularly, like, say, for example, you go to a party or something and you don't know anyone. It can be very destabilizing. People can just want to go back home. I've definitely felt that way. 2 of Cups. So you thrive. You thrive in relationships where you're one-on-one. Absolutely. You help people in that space. You help people feel loved, appreciated, like they really matter. Particularly when they've been shunned out by society. You're a big underdog supporter. Ten of Birds, 10 of Swords. And you're an exceptionally comforting force in times when things are difficult. I can just see it, like with this trio here. You help people to go to another dimension and help them to heal in that space. Particularly when they're in a space where it's so kind of like earthy, or like in the reality, they feel like, how am I going to be able to even navigate this? Wow. Yeah, you provide some immense stability. I don't know if you do this financially as well. Like, you might be able to do that financially for people as well. You might find that, you know, you're able to take them out to dinner, or you're able to do things with them, or you're able to just essentially take a lot of care of people, I feel. You almost do kind of submerge them into an experience so that they just completely forget about any kind of insecurities that they have. And they trust you. They trust you implicitly, actually. It's a very powerful position to be in, Pile 2. But you help them alleviate you help them see that even if what they're in is such an intense situation, you help them, like, you kind of remind them that this is all worth it. That this is just an amazing experience for them to appreciate about themselves, even when they're like, what is going on right now? You're like, yeah, I know, it's really intense. It's really, really intense. But guess what? Like, maybe you've been there before and you're like, no, but this is going to make you a king. This is going to stabilize you so strongly. It's amazing. It's really amazing. Okay, let's have a look at some more tarot. The Empress reversed. The 8 of Wands. And the 10 of Cups. Wow, 10 of Cups with the 2 of Lotuses. I don't know if you're in like a committed partnership. If you are, then this partnership is, this person thinks that you're their world. You're everything that they have ever wanted. They think, wow, I think I've really struck gold here. And you're able to provide the nurturance, not just for that partner, but for many people. You really do that. You help people. I don't know if you work in a business that deals with like kind of family trauma or anything like that to do with mothers, but you do something that helps people with the relationship with their mother, and you help them heal in a really fast way. You may provide like immediate support to people where they haven't been able to find that support previously. And this could be in a multitude of different ways. This could be in a way of like you just talking to someone. But I think I don't know, I've just got a feeling like this might be even something that you do your work in. You may do charity work or something like that. And with the Seven of Swords, you help people to feel stable when they don't know what's going on. They may have been cheated on. They may have been betrayed by their family, by their spouses. You help people to feel better in that space, because it can be very devastating when people have taken you for a ride, or maybe fleeced you, or it's more of a betrayal that's going on here. So you might help, say for example, you know, women that have been beaten, or like, you know, domestic violence or something like that. You might do that. But you provide a sense of stability that they've never known. And then you got the Hanged Man reversed. Yeah, and you help them to, you propel them to a new phase of life. And these people, like, it's almost like they can't believe that there is someone that does this. I can't believe that there's someone that does this, but you know, it's people like you that make the world kind of go round, to be honest with you, because while everybody is like, and you may get paid very well for this, but while everyone is chasing the money, there's people like you that are on the ground that are kind of like doing this work. And this isn't the work that is about money. This is the work that is about enriching human life. And that's so sacred. It's quite emotional, pile 2. It's so utterly sacred. And that's what you do. You help people through some shit. Some proper shite. I didn't know what to say. Because I don't know what YouTube is like. But because I'm not monetized yet, then I don't, it's all right what I say, isn't it? As long as I don't get a strike, I don't know. But we'll see. I have to be so careful on this platform these days, it's ridiculous. But yeah, there's definitely something around this, you know, betrayal essence that you are able to help people with. And it's really beautiful. You really help people to find themselves again, to find happiness again. Wow. Love it. Love it, pile 2. Okay, let's have a look at these cards here. So we've got the octopus, which is reversed. And then we've also got the harpy eagle. So yeah, you're able to like look out at certain things. You're able to see things where other people are unable to see it. They really do, they really, like, you just give them a different viewpoint, but it's also a really stoic viewpoint. It helps them to listen to their own sense of intuition as well. It also kind of helps people to see the kind of light in them, to see that they are also this harpy eagle. With the octopus, there's also this sense of that you know when to shrink into a space where it's not congruent for you to step forward and be this kind of like loud character. It's almost like you know the dynamics, like you work a space really well. Like you know when to kind of like slip into the corner, you know when to come out and say something. You really know that. There's a real hyper intelligence about you that's able to work that to your advantage. There may be a little bit of an emotional attachment that you have to maybe your clients or something like that, or to the people that you are doing this with. But, you know, it's part of who you are and it's part of what makes you so powerful. So, the Savior. I think that's exactly what I've been saying through this reading. These cards have been on the point. That is exactly what you are to these people. You are like their savior. You really are. Without you, it could be like a matter of life and death for them. That's how like intense this energy is. You really really make a difference in people's lives, like so much. So much. And I don't know, I feel like, not that you know it in a egotistical sense, but I feel like people communicate to, like you understand the job that you're doing. I feel like you understand that this is your purpose and this is what you're meant to be doing, and you love it, and it's something that you just enjoy doing because it's just you. Pile 2. Whew, I'm feeling really emotional. Sophia, oh my God. Wow, Sophia. So, I mean, this is God. This is as close to God as you can get. The Holy Spirit, divine light, gnosis. This is pure God, light, beauty. You channel God through you. You channel the divine through you in your work. Pile 2. No wonder I'm feeling so emotional. And then we've got the green spectrum. So you act from the heart. It's purely from the heart. Your heart space is just, it's almost like heaven is like, or the powers of spirit is just like shining this light from above, and it's just going ding ding, and then you're just like shining it out onto everybody. That's what you do. And look at how much green, there's a lot of green here. I don't know, I'm just seeing bluey green, green, and then we've got these shades here. So beautiful. Pile 2, God, what an honor. Whew, what an honor. I really hope you enjoyed that reading. I just feel so honored to have been able to give you that message, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe for more videos, and if you'd like a personal reading with me, details are in the description box below. But otherwise, my darlings, I hope that made you smile. You take care and have a beautiful day. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So, something to make you smile. Some beautiful messages have come out in the last 2 readings. So let's have a look what we have for you, my darling. Potion. Remember to practice self-love. You serve as a reminder for people to do what they need to do for themselves. We have the number 6 with 2 + 4 equaling for the lovers. So you encourage people to have a sense of balance about themselves, to initiate that sense of self-love and self-care. And it's a really beautiful thing. Midheaven, pinnacle, wow. And that they themselves are the most important thing. Because if they don't prize themselves in that position, if they don't put themselves in that position, then who is going to value them? Who is going to do that? That's what you do for people. You're like, if you don't take care of yourself, who will? If you don't allow people to, if you don't put everything into yourself, then who do you think is going to do that? Nobody's going to do that. And you remind people of that. Your secrets are safe. And it's reversed. That's the Wyvern. And then we've also got allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, excuse me, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Number 9. So we've got 2 9s here as well. We've got 9 here and we've got 9 there. Your secrets are safe. You know, sometimes when people haven't felt safe, you provide a space of safety for people to be able to say their secrets, to be able to communicate in a way that they wouldn't be able to with anyone else. That's what you do. Pile 3. It's amazing. And you just allow people to be. You allow people to be. You allow them to be who they are. And who they are is something that is so, so beautiful. So let's have a look at what your tarot wants to say. Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Ten of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles reversed. The Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords again. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, you help people when they're self-sabotaging, or when they feel like they have to adhere to some kind of ideal. If they feel like they have to fit into a mold, you help them to realize that, no, you don't need to do that. You just need to be you. That's the most important thing. You just need to be you. Once you focus on you being you, then that's amazing. What's that saying? Just focus on you, on being you. Everyone else is taken. So, yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. You really do help people, particularly when things haven't worked out and they're feeling quite low. They don't feel like they've got any opportunities. They feel like they're kind of walled in. You help them to feel like they are part of something. You come in quite fast and are able to help people against the lies that they tell themselves, or they believe that they are in, the kind of paradigm that they're in, or maybe this poison that they're drinking of themselves, like believing the stuff, the stories, the fact that they don't believe that they've got possibilities. You full on, and it's interesting how we have potion and then we've got this bottle here. So you help them to drink the right potion. In a way, you also provide the antidote as well for them swallowing this BS. There we go. That's the word I wanted to use instead of the whole word BS. So let's see what these cards have to say. You're a bit like a truth bomb, you know. You just come out with the truth. Again, Seven of Swords, really interesting. Yeah, you're really clear about it. Particularly if there's been spaces and times when you're not able to express the truth. You make sure that people know when they're not being honest with themselves and when others are not being honest around them. Nine of Swords reversed. You also help people alleviate their worries that they have about fitting in. So not only do you help them with those situations, you actually, you may even act as some kind of counselor or someone that listens to them, someone that understands their needs. I don't know, I just specifically got like an LGBT, like kind of like a counselor or someone like that really helps people that don't fit in certain situations. And I just got that scenario in my head. So, but that's the kind of thing I kind of saw. Particularly if they're not accepted in like certain workplaces, or like because of who they are, or, what they want to be. I do also see like trans as well, like, just assisting with the stigma, that's any stigma that's around that or anything like that. You really help that, because with this Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like a denial of wanting to, that's my destiny. I don't want that. This is not what I wanted as my destiny. But this is who I am. And you help people to realize that this is beautiful and this is who they are. And they should be celebrated for that. Wow, Pile 3. That's really amazing. And then we've got the Page of Swords. Wow, so you've got the Knight of Swords clarified by the Page of Swords reversed. So you help people to face their stuff. You help them to not only be able to communicate with themselves and with those around them in a way that is going to help them feel okay about being where they are. That's a big, big job. And then you've got the Seven of Cups. And interesting, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. You help them see the reality. Yeah, so it seems like what you do is you frame like a reality for people that are in this situation, or in these situations where they may be ostracized by their family, by people that are around them, maybe their communities, for who they want to be. So this could be religious, this could be anything, but that's what you do. You help people in that way. I don't know if you've got friends or, you know what's coming to mind? I think it's called Seeing Red or something like that. Is it Seeing Red? That Disney film that's come out recently about the red panda. And like in that film, you're like the friends of May, of the little girl, because her friends help her to realize that she's just a normal teenage girl, or a normal girl that's just about to hit the teenage. So she's like 12 going on 13, 14. So she's just about to hit adolescence. And, you know, it's all normal that she has these crushes, these feelings, these things, all normal. All these kind of just ways of being. They remind her that she's normal because they love her for who she is. And that's what you do. So, selfhood. Wow. So you remind people of themselves. You help people to see that even though that these roses may be thorny, that it has so much beauty there. And it doesn't matter because it's all very individual of what people are expressing. That's why people feel comfortable with you telling you their secrets. Sunbear, there's a very motherly energy to you as well. Very motherly. It's not intentionally motherly, and I don't think it's like, oh, I'm a mother, but there's a very nurturing energy to you. And also you bring brightness and a real protective nature. I just feel like real fierce protectiveness with you. I wouldn't mess with this girl. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure she'd like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Blue spectrum, so third eye. So you're able to really intuit like certain kind of aspects of people's situations. Like you're able to recognize it immediately, to like be able to kind of to see where people are suffering. You're able to like really help people in that space. Because you can actually see it really clearly. You can see through the BS really clearly. 7 of Swords twice. Internally and externally. And this is really useful. And you may just cut to the chase because you're a bit of, you're this sun bear with those massive claws. But you do it in a way that really helps people. Really helps people. So it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. It's very empowering. It means that you stand your ground at times of injustice. And then here we have Kali. Yes, he's shadow, ego, illusion. So she's the destroyer. So she's the one that like makes sure that everything is burnt away. The ego is destroyed. So there's no place for that. It's just about pure love and about what you want to kind of emit in this world and your pure essence. And you really help people and allow people to be in touch with that by giving them a safe place to be able to be themselves, but also pointing them towards their North Star and their heaven. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Pile 3. Wow. Amazing. Well, I hope that made you smile, Pile 3. Did it? Let me know in the comments below what you think about the reading. If you liked it, please do like it. Please do give it a subscribe on my channel. I'd love to have your support. And also I'm available for private readings. All the information is in the description box below. But otherwise, my darlings, you take care. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I really, really hope this made you smile. Lots of love. Bye.